Just fucking dips the call.
Okay. Who'd like to give us a quick recap of our last session?
I can do it because I just watched the whole recording.
Excellent.
So we montaged ahead a few days. Aster looked at Sev's memories, trying to figure out if he had more memories of attacking Delphi. He didn't. Aster's theory is that it was not his memory, just a memory of like the trauma of the place that they're in that he kind of stumbled into. Sev and Clay did some sparring because Clay's still trying to adjust to the one eye situation. Clay's sword uh called him up and was like, what the fuck, dude? Um about Clay letting the priestess go and not dying in Delphi where the sword wanted him to be. Clay was like, I did my best, and the sword was like, fuck you, and is not talking to him anymore.
It's very true.
And Clay got stabbed because, of course, we can't have a session where Clay doesn't get hurt. Um, what else? Then Aster's book got a little creepy when they were talking about that, about her and the priestess. It was like, you're mine. Aster's like, that's probably fine. Then Aster went on a little nighttime field trip. Out in the ruins, she was hearing something calling her, and she found this. She got into the temple, had one of those doors like in the Andreas facilities that can be opened with magic. She went in. There were a bunch of mosaics in there, mostly depicting like the Six and the city and the Astral Sea. And there was one mysterious mosaic that had been like destroyed. And Sev saw her go off and eventually went with her. And then they were trapped in there by a mysterious figure with like manic contradictory thoughts that Aster was clocking. Um, and so they eventually got out and they tried to track this figure. They ran into Clay, who helped them because he's better at that kind of thing. And they found footprints that went to, was it every tent, Josh?
Every tent. Yeah, they
Every
went and
tent.
stood in front of like every single one, walked around
Yeah.
them.
Um, which is creepy. Aster thinks the thoughts sound female, so we're thinking maybe one of the women at the camp is like possessed or something, but we're not entirely sure what's going on there. So cool.
And you guys went to sleep. A problem for another day. Where is my music? Where is my music? Oh, my video stopped and didn't replay.
Remind me, we are when we sleep, we can roll hit die, correct? It's a short rest.
It is a short rest.
Yeah.
When we sleep, we don't get long rests here?
Here, no, don't, because you're working hard all day. You're hard working.
Okay.
we're
Your
roughing
long
it.
rest during camp is like you don't do anything. You're just like sitting
Okay.
around. If at any point you feel like you need a long rest, you can take one, but it will look bad upon the other workers while you sit there and eat all their food and don't do any work.
Okay.
Just think about optics a little bit.
Sure.
Ooh, nice. 11. Yeah, let's do one. Yeah, my sword kind of fucked me up, so
Good.
as per usual. All right. Well, Clay gets up and does his morning patrol. Start with that.
Okay. It's a cool morning. It's wet with dew. The tall grass around the dig site laps at your pants. Soaks into your boots. Feel your socks wet already. But it's mostly uneventful. It's already been 13 days since you arrived here. Has it? Hold on. No, it hasn't.
Like 6?
Yeah, you're right. I moved events up. Okay, I want to do a 3-day skip ahead on this. If that's good with y'all.
Whatever you want, boss.
I
Yeah.
just want to montage. I want this to be like a significant amount of time that you spend here, but I also don't want to role play every single day. So we're gonna say nobody did work. Everybody went to bed pretty early on the 16th. That's the night of the full Gamadon moon. People are just kind of suspicious. Most people did not stay out late. I would put you guys along with that list. But the night was ultimately uneventful. The 17th, more work is being done to try to uncover a more larger majority of the western side library. And some work is being done to dig out around that large temple-like building to the north. So you're doing your watch on the morning of the 18th. Clay. Mostly uneventful. You thinking about anything right now? As you walk around?
Always. I think over the past few days he's been reflecting on what the sword accused him of not doing enough, and if he could have done more. Which, I mean, his brain was getting fried, so that's what he's telling himself, that he did all he could, but there's probably something he could have done there. So I guess a little distracted on that patrol. But nothing's been happening really, so like he doesn't care.
Let's shoot to Sev as morning
Yeah.
breaks and you come out of your sentry's rest.
Yeah, I'd say I'm been making breakfast, helping out Hugo past few days. I'm taking that over so he can do other stuff.
Excellent.
He's Sev doesn't have like a lot of robotic qualities in terms of like how he moves and stuff. It seems mostly like normal, like just movement, but he's able to like kind of like stir the pot on one side while simultaneously like doing something else kind of dexterously with his other arm after doing it for a few days. It doesn't really amount to anything super useful, but it's kind of kind of like one of very few robotic things that he can like do.
Yeah.
Like your hand is just spinning, like it's just doing this,
I'm
holding
just like,
whatever it
yeah,
is.
able to do like two totally separate, like dexterous things with arms. Totally
I love
separate.
that.
Yeah.
Aster, you wake to the smell of breakfast cooking. Birds are beginning to chirp around you, and you hear rustling in the camp.
Okay, she'll get up. I mean, she'll prestidigitate the blood away from her eyes and then get up. Because I still have that dream every night, right?
Every night you have the dream. It's awful. Well, it's great and bad at the same time.
Yep. Gonna go eat breakfast.
Have you told us about that? I can't remember.
She told Sev about that, and she was like, "We're not gonna tell Clay.
Okay, that's right.
Won't
That's
like
right.
that."
So I was just like, sure.
Yep.
How quickly he's learned to obfuscate. Ugh, so proud of him.
You come out, and the camp is abuzz with the laborers. You have Leah Sunshadow. Just gonna run through the NPCs again, just because it's been about a month, so I just want to throw them back out there for everybody. You have Leah Sunshadow. She's the halfling. She's more of the religious expert here. Merrick Voss. He's a human. So interested in more of the historical architecture. Thora Gainsborough. He's a half-elf. Mostly a linguist and a script analyzer or researcher. Hugo, the artificer who builds and maintains the digging equipment and acts as, I would say, site manager. Mostly second in command to Josiah, the lead archaeologist here. There's Zara Khalid, a tiefling, mostly an anthropologist, trying to figure out social structure. Some of the more notable laborers, there's Bram Ironfist. He's a dwarf, kind of second to Hugo, helps him with a lot of things, but is not as smart. And then there's Eleanor Ellie Quickfoot. She's a gnome. You guys have been have loosely worked around her too. She was the original person who found the door leading into the temple and began excavation around it. Some people who are in the camp, but again on the outskirts. Yaram. She is a archaeologist in and of herself, but is not leading this expedition. Though she has some people who are more on her side in this camp. Those being Kiera Blackwater, Roland Tharn, as well as two key laborers, Greta and Yorn.
Quick question. Yaram, was that the one that was friends or colleagues with the snooty bitch from the conservatory?
Yes,
Okay.
the snooty bitch. Yeah,
Mel.
I couldn't remember.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yes.
I was trying to. I was like, she's rude. How do I describe this lady?
yes. Yaram is friends with her.
Very good.
Okay. They're all around the fire. There's talk. Everybody seems excited. And as you come out, Leah comes over to you. Sorry, it wouldn't be Leah. That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Thora would come over to you, Aster.
Mm-hmm.
Aster, we're going to bust into the library today. We've uncovered
so
enough of it.
That's so exciting.
Yes. Yes. You are familiar more with books, right? That's what you said you studied at the conservatory? You were more of the archivist there?
Yes, among other things.
I would like you to be around when we bust in. I think you might have valuable experience handling and
Of
cataloging
course.
the books before we send them off to Ebonmere.
Of course.
Excellent. Excellent. This is going to be a huge find. Oh, I'm excited. I wasn't here when they bust into the first library. But this one, this is going to be good. Eat up, eat up. We're going to have a busy day today.
Did they find a door into the library, or are they just busted in like through the roof?
They did not find a door. They're going to bust in through the roof.
I'm calling
Very
this
good.
a W for Clay. Calling this a W.
Hell yeah. Let's do it.
Clay, you'll arrive not too long after everybody's awake and stirring.
He'll walk over to Aster and Sev, and it seems really busy this morning. It's a lot of energy. What's going on?
We're going to break into the library today. The other library.
Been saying that since we got here.
Yes,
Oh.
they finally took your advice.
People should more often.
A
I
hand
can't even say it with a
kinda
straight face.
claps you on the shoulder, Clay.
Who does?
A hand.
Oh,
And you turn and you see Josiah. She's smiling. She seems to also be in a good mood. Yes, I've heard of your idea through the grapevine. Trust, it is a last resort, but I would prefer not to wait months to dig out what could be a multi-story building. I think what we could find in there will undoubtedly prove the worth of cutting in now. Everyone eat quickly. We have a busy day. We'd like to get as much moved out of that room as we can before nightfall.
Am I being recruited too, or?
And you just hear a voice. Fuck no, you're not being recruited. You're keeping watch. Hugo is just like stuffing his face with some oatmeal.
All right. I mean, haven't seen anything in days, but sure, I'll keep walking in a circle.
See
I
that you
think it-
do.
I think it might be also important for somebody to keep watch at the library, given what's happened before here.
Yes, if someone is going to sabotage it, everyone should stay close.
That is a great idea, Josiah says. Stick around, Clay. I think she looks at Hugo. At least during the day, the perimeter will probably be fine. For once. A close eye on everyone. Hugo just kind of gives her a nod. Whatever you say, ma'am. And she walks over to Hugo and you hear her kind of whispering some stuff. Is it ready? That should be working. Good, good.
Oh boy, I'm excited. First dig, let's do this.
Let me just get my drill attachment real quick.
As you
Black and Decker.
you guys finish your breakfast, and everybody, Yoram and her cohorts included, go to the West Library. What you can see is over the last few days, Hugo has been building some sort of mechanism affixed to the side between two buildings that kind of hangs down through them. Mounted to it are many blades made of a hard iron ingot. Alloy, really. I should have said ingot. He's kind of, as you guys approach, everyone stand over here. There's bound to be some stuff in the air. Can't think of a good word for it. Stay over there. Could be hit by anything. Everybody does so. You see Josiah is just... She seems almost impatient. Very excited. She's hiding this grin on her face. You see Yaram there too. And she has, a backpack on herself. She's holding a book in her hands with one thing you notice, Aster, that kind of catches your eye. On her sleeve, she has this like leather, almost what's the word? It's not a pauldron. Oh my God, guys, what's the word for
Gauntlet.
kind of
Van
like a
brace?
gauntlet? Yeah, she has a van brace on, but instead of armor, you see slots for quills, and affixed to the very end of it is an ink vial with a
That's
with a
dope.
cork bobbler.
I want
bobber
it.
on it, so she can literally pull out a quill, dip it right
Yeah,
wherever she is.
that's sick.
That's tight.
It is. It is. You hear the screeching and the moaning of whatever machine Hugo has created here. The blades on the far end begin to whir. And then it begins lowering down the building. You can't hear anything over the sound of stone hitting stone. Shrapnel of dirt, rock is thrown into the air. It becomes a smoky, hazy mess. People begin to cough all around you. It goes on like this for a while. Your eyes begin to burn and sting. And then finally the sound stops. You hear something huge smashing. The smoke begins to clear, and you see on the top of this building a square hole. Josiah comes up to Hugo. I thought we were going to try to lift it up. Hugo, how the hell would we have tried to lift it up? You said you wanted to cut it and not blast it. Oh, I've done that. Yeah, but I did. What if something was underneath it, Hugo? What if we just crushed something inside? I followed directions, Josiah. You wanted a new machine. I built the new machine. And I did it. But in terms of getting it up, hell, I know it could have weighed a ton. You want me to... She's like, I understand. Next time I'll be more specific. Yeah, I hate to disappoint you, but yeah, we should have talked about that long before I cut it out. I just thought you would... Nevertheless, get the rope for me. He just kind of points off to some laborers. Go get the rope. Thora, I go in first. You follow. Thora kind of looks over at you, Aster. You come with me.
Oh, good.
Everyone else, once we're in, you can follow. The rope is brought over. It's affixed to the same machine that did the cutting. And then Josiah jumps in, holding onto the rope.
Fuck yeah.
Followed by Thora. And then you hear a voice before you go down, Aster. Echoing. It's Josiah. Be careful. It seems this chamber is deeper than we initially thought it was.
Okay. Aster will be careful going down.
You ascend into the darkness. A light does illuminate the first level of this chamber. It seems to be, from what you can see, from the little patch spotlight that goes all the way down where you will inevitably end, a 4-story chamber cresting deep into the earth.
Wow.
While the first chamber you can see rows of books, as you continue to descend down, the darkness begins to take the surroundings of this area. Only the first layer had books. These other layers, like some sort of squares lining the walls.
So is this one very tall room, or are we passing through like floors somehow?
You're passing, so this is great. It is a very tall chamber, one room, with kind of balconies that go every 15 feet. And there's 4 of them, and you'll hit the very bottom. And it is just darkness all around you, as those balconies block out even more of the light that comes through this, 3x3 hole in the ceiling, so you have just a spotlight. Josiah is already beginning to
brought lanterns or something. Yeah.
Yes, but you don't want to bring a lit lantern down. You have to light it down.
Yes, I understand. Wow, look at this place.
Thor is just kind of looking around as lanterns are lit, and these stone cuboidal objects that line the walls are illuminated. And you can see a text you've never read written on them, different ones all across. It becomes very clear very early. These are some sort of sarcophagus or tomb.
Oh, okay. This is very different than the other library.
This is
even though the buildings are identical on the outside, right?
In shape, yes.
Yeah. Interesting.
Hold on, I want to get some different music going. This ain't it.
Yeah. This is some Indiana Jones shit.
Yeah, this is fucking sick.
Sarcophagi. Ooh, dead people for Sev to talk to.
That's true. I feel like this is your patron's fucking thing, like this ancient sarcophagi library thing. Oh God.
Why would it be her patron? He keeps knowledge, not dead.
Well, I don't know. Seems kind of deadly.
Relevant.
Okay.
The dead take knowledge with them.
You hear Josiah as she writes. She's like these up. Go. Oh my gods! By the 6. This is incredible. This flips everything we thought about this city on its head. We just assumed all the buildings were 1 floor deep. All the ones we found seemed single story. How deep do the others go? How do we ascend out? People are still going down the ropes. Clay, Sev, you guys can follow at any point.
Are these
We'll hop in the
tombs?
line.
Thora kind of walks up to them. Yes, they are. What do we... Oh, Leah is going to love this. And then she looks up. I need to get back to that 4th floor. She looks around. She's... As you do too, you don't see any natural way of ascending.
Interesting.
Leah comes down. Wow. These are incredible. But it also doesn't make sense. A city this size. If they were to create crypts, they would need to be much larger than this. These must be important people. Thora, have you deciphered the text? And Thora just kind of shakes her head. No, it's similar to other scripts that I've seen, but it's different. Wholly so.
I would like to look at the floor because I'm wondering if there's like a floating platform that takes people up to the balconies.
Roll an investigation check.
Investigation. Oh, 23.
23. You do see, as you kind of kick at some of the dust stirred up by this, and everybody is landing on the massive chunk of roof that has fallen in. It is cracked and pieces of the edges have broken off, but wholly it is still intact after the 25-foot drop. So, in terms of durability of whatever stone they were using here, very strong. But you see a kind of carved circle with various runic patterns kind of cut into the floor. And at its very center, a small gemstone. Very similar to others you have seen.
God, I'm good at my job. My fake fantasy job. I am not gonna touch that though. I'm gonna wait for Sev to get down
no
here.
mages here except Sev.
Yeah. But people know Sev can do magic. So.
Yeah. I'm just casting light through my eyes so I can see more shit. And so I get down there.
Sev is spooky down here with the lit up eyes.
How may I be of service?
Sev, come here. Look at that stone. Does it remind you of anything?
Do you think that would take us up?
I think you should go cast a spell on it and we can find out.
Should we wait? I feel like this should be more organized.
Yeah, Esther will go. You're right. Is it Thora who invited me down here?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I'll go up to Thora and say, I think this gem in the middle of the floor may do something. Do you mind if I have Sev try some magic on it?
She kind of looks down. What? And she looks over at Josiah. Josiah's like, what do you think it will do?
Well, we encountered some doors in the place where I found Sev, the ancient ruin where he was found, where it was opened with magic, and this looks kind of similar.
In the past, we would just channel some energy into this, stones like this, and it often caused doors to open, things to move. So maybe this is a way back up, or to get to certain levels, depending on what you do.
Perhaps. I'll let you test it, but I don't want anyone standing on it, except for you, I suppose.
Understandable.
Sure.
Everybody off to the side. Nobody else come down yet. She kind of yells up.
There are 4 floors, Josh.
There are 4 floors.
Okay. I am going to use. So another next question. How much of the floor does this circle take up at the bottom here?
So the whole building is a rectangle that spans about 40 feet long, about 30 feet wide. The diameter of the circle is about 20 feet wide.
Okay.
So it fills up from short side to short side, the middle of the chamber.
Okay.
Because there are also the balconies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Sure. I'll stand on it, and then and I'm going to do a first level spell into the stone.
You put a first level spell into the stone, it begins to glow, and suddenly the carvings in the floor around it begin to glow. There's like a burst of magic, and at the same time, dust spews out from the columns that hold up all of the balconies. And in that, suddenly the entire room lights up with this magical light
shit.
as the dust pushed off of these shows these encircled inscriptions all the way up that give this faint yellowish blue light to it, almost, I suppose, greenish. Yellowish blue, green. It's a whole new thing.
Well, it was before they invented green.
You know,
They only had
not all
yellow and blue.
descriptions are good descriptions. And then it begins to rise up. And it stops at the first level.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay.
A few seconds.
Comes back
It
down.
begins to raise up the second
Oh,
level.
raise up. Oh, shit. Nice.
It stops for 30 seconds on each floor.
I see.
And then goes back down, stops for 30 seconds at each floor.
I was right.
Josiah just kind of pulls your shoulder in for a hug. She's like, you are a smart girl. You have a great future. Oh my gosh.
That was fun. It worked. Good job, Aster.
You did great, Sev. Good job.
Oh yeah, sure. I'll
Or
refrain.
hesitant
Is the
step
gem
like on.
is the
You
gem
go.
still lit?
It is. Doesn't seem
It
to
stays
fade.
lit. Okay, sorry, that was it. Go ahead.
Thora just kind of takes a trepid step onto it. I'm going to look at the books. And then suddenly it starts rising up again. What's interesting is this time it does not stop. It goes straight to the 4th floor.
That is interesting.
And as Thora steps off of it, it comes back down.
This should read your thoughts. What the?
Ooh. That's cool.
Man,
I
that's
assume
good.
everybody's coming in now, or we're done with
Yeah,
that.
everybody's coming in.
That's good. I totally thought it was going to be like one spell level per floor. Like,
Oh my god, can you imagine people just
4th
casually
level
dropping?
spell to get to the library.
Fuck.
Are there any doors on this bottom floor? Is there any
There do not appear to be any
access?
doors, and one thing you notice is that within these sarcophagus line all the walls with only about 1.5 feet between each one. And they are unadorned stone sarcophagus. There's no inscriptions. There are inscriptions. There's no uniqueness to them. There's no elegance to them. They are just stone, standing up, with only the barest of inscriptions on the top of them, like on where the head would be. We're standing in them.
So can you read that, or is that anything that you know?
I don't. Does this look like anything from the temple?
It does.
And that still wasn't anything that was like legible, I believe.
Not readable for you. No.
Yeah.
But it does resemble inscriptions that were found like underneath the mosaics that you found.
Yeah. No, I don't. It looks like some other things around here, but not anything that I can decipher.
Is there a door that looks like it would lead out of the building? Because we assumed there was one and we just didn't unearth it.
You don't see one.
Interesting.
Aster, do you want to go look at the library?
Yeah, do you want to come with me?
Sure. Well, I think we're gonna go look at some books.
I'm just gonna stay down here and look at some of the stuff with other people. Let you guys do your thing with the books. I'll be up in a little bit though.
Just go to wait for the platform to come back if it does, and then.
So it does come back down, and as you step on it, it takes you straight to the 4th floor. And that is where you do see a door leading to the outside. Aster.
I see. So if this building is 4 stories tall, but we've uncovered other buildings that are only 1 story and have doors to the outside, and this has a door to the outside on this level, what did those doors open to? Do you know what I mean?
Right. Unless it was just more like tunnels, or I don't know what. Maybe it's connected underground to other places. Underground?
Maybe, but I
Throughout
don't
here?
think this was always underground. I mean, and she'll actually say this in his head. Think about that mosaic we saw. It was really tall. The buildings were really tall. The
Mhm.
buildings were really tall.
That's true.
Maybe they used platforms like this to get between like towers of buildings. You know what I mean?
Mhm. I mean, if it was large, yeah, you're right. If the bottom floor, you would think that there would be a door out to the outside. If it was just a tall tower or building.
Anyway, let's look at some books.
Sure.
I'm going to look at books, but they're all indecipherable. But they all look very similar to books that you were cataloging.
Yeah.
At the conservatory, Aster.
Sure. I know I can't read them, but I'll try to I'll flip through a few and I'm looking for any. Are the books handwritten? Are they printed? Are there any illustrations? anything like that.
They all appear to be handwritten very
Mhm.
elegantly. There are no illustrations, not in any of the ones you look at.
Mhm.
The script is tight and small, and seems to fill end to end the pages. There
Is it
hardly any white space.
okay, I was going to ask, does it all appear to be prose, or are there any like charts or lists or things that might be dates? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. All appear to be prose.
Okay. Okay.
So
Flor-
I know from exploring earlier or previous sessions, are there any are there lots and lots of footprints along here like there were outside previously?
No, there's not.
Footprints. What kind of footprints are you referring to?
Like whenever you guys came to find me, and then there were just like footprints everywhere.
Oh, the ghost footprints.
Yeah, I wanted to know
Yeah.
if there was ghost footprints in here.
um. Yeah. Clay, you stayed on the first floor, right?
Yeah.
What's
There's
your
Go
what's
ahead.
your passive perception?
Not great, but I wanted to
Oh.
keep an eye on Josiah.
You can keep an eye on Josiah.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Okay.
my passive's only 11.
Yeah, you can
But I
roll a what? Yeah, you can. Is there something you want to roll for keeping an eye on her?
I mean, there's not that many people down here. I feel like I can kind of just like
Yeah.
watch
mean,
what she's doing. But I mean,
There's
if you want me to
probably half
roll
a
to see,
dozen. Yeah,
okay,
and your Rom's down here too, with her cohort.
I'll just roll a perception check. I mean, it's not much better than my passive. It's
Sure.
13.
13. Yeah. Josiah's kind of looking at one of the sarcophagus. She looks over at Leah. I think we should open it. Are you sure that's a good idea? Josiah. I don't think we're going to be able to haul one of these out. Unless Hugo cuts a larger hole. But even then, he didn't seem enthused about trying to lift that rock out of here. I doubt we're going to get these things out. They seem almost carved right from the rock itself. I think we need to open it.
When I hear her, I hear her talking about opening this fucking coffin.
Yeah.
Oh shit. I'm gonna walk over to them.
Oh, perfect. The exact person we needed. Some strength.
Oh. What do you need strength for?
Well, I think we're going to try to open this one up.
What happens if, like, something comes out of it, though? Like, alive, dead alive. It always happens. Every book I've ever read. You open a coffin, something pops out.
Josiah just like looks at you like, I'm confident that's not going to happen. Though I appreciate you speaking to us of the books you've read, which I'm sure you've read dozens.
At
He
least,
just reads the zombie books, all this
yeah,
stuff.
like shit ass, like pulp. You're the boss. But if I get attacked, I want to raise. And do they have a crowbar or something that I can try to fucking open this thing with? I'm not gonna be able to, but gonna try.
They do. They have a crowbar. They would have brought one down.
Yeah, I figure. Is there a laborer around here too?
There is. There's a couple of them who come down.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I'll wave some of them over to help me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Roll the strength check at advantage.
Hot damn, that's pretty good. But it's -1, I think. So, yeah, 16.
16.
Yeah.
Not enough.
Damn
you
it.
Pry. You pry and you pry. Doesn't even budge. Come on, put your back into it, Mr. Clay.
Look, I'm more of a finesse kind of guy. If we want brute force, we could maybe get Sev down here.
Sev! Mr.
Oh.
Sev! Josiah just kind of yells up. You are needed for your talents once again.
Oh,
She just
sure.
she doesn't even look at you, Clay, and she's like, what a valuable member to the team he is.
Oh. Aster, I have fun.
Oh yeah, of course. Go help them with whatever they're doing before
Don't,
Clay gets hurt.
Sure. Be careful.
He's like holding his back.
And I'll wait for the platform and go back down.
As you're going back down, roll me a perception check. Because people are now have spread now, kind
Different
of up and down,
layers.
different levels.
Okay. 8.
Yeah, you don't see anything out of the ordinary. As you get down there,
see somebody just like get absorbed into the wall or some shit.
Oh no.
you don't see the
Okay.
sarcophagus shut somebody in.
Okay, I'm going back down.
You go back down. Ah, good. We need you to help Clay open up this sarcophagus.
Yeah, let's do it, Clay.
Should Sev roll at advantage then? Not
Why don't you both
Clay
roll and we'll add them together?
Okay, nice.
Oh. It's okay.
I didn't roll super well. No, I didn't roll well at all, actually. 7.
Ooh, I
Wait,
got
no,
4.
hold on. Yeah,
Plus
7.
what?
No, 7.
I got 14.
Jeez, 21. Yeah, I'll say that does it. Because there's 2 laborers who are helping as well. So with their combined strength, you guys would hit the 25 threshold.
Oh.
And we're gonna take a quick
Jesus.
break because I have to pee, and then we'll come back to opening the sarcophagus.
Hell yeah, brother. The recording.
You
There.
open the sarcophagus. There isn't a discharge of dust or particles. There isn't even a smell as you open it. And you push the door away, and you are greeted with what appears to be a statue. A bald individual wearing simple robes. It's hard to tell if it's a female or a male based off the structures of the face. Their hands are just simply clasped in front of them, their eyes are closed.
I'm sorry, is this the body?
Could be a body, though it looks just like a statue.
Oh.
It's as if cast from concrete or chiseled away.
It's interesting. Does it? Huh? How like detailed are the features?
Pretty detailed. The fine, if it's chiseled, the work is very fine.
Yeah. Has Sev ever? Have we ever seen anybody petrified before? Any of us?
I would
don't think
say.
so.
I would say yes, but everybody passed their con saves against that cockatrice in episode 2, so no, you have not.
So yeah, great.
Leah's kind of taken aback. I don't understand. Why would they put statues in sarcophagus?
Maybe it's symbolic. Maybe it's a placeholder.
Aster, it'll take her a second, of course, but Aster will come down and see what's going on.
As you do, you hear your Rom step over to the side of the balcony she's on. I believe these are mages. Probably high members of their society. From what I can tell, it seems their magic caused some sort of transformation in them.
How do you know that?
She just kind of looks at you. I've been doing this a long time.
What am I getting from her thoughts?
Nothing. You can't read her mind.
Oh, fuck, I forgot. That bitch. Okay. Hmm.
Do they? Wow.
And Josiah just kind of looks up at Yoram. Well said. Thank you, Yoram. She gives her just kind of a snide smile. Turns back.
If magic turned them this way, can magic turn them back?
Josiah, I'm not sure. I would not consider myself an expert in magic or its abilities. I can send for a mage from the tower to come. Perhaps they can provide some additional insight. I was hoping we may be able to have you speak with them. Seth, every turn we could use that ability is it's taken away from us.
Yeah.
I want to go inspect them now that I'm down here.
Mm-hmm.
Do they are there any like chisel marks or any sort of stylization to indicate that they were carved, or do they look like they've been cast in a mold almost? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Roll an investigation check.
Another 23.
Another 23. You don't see any chisel marks. So in your mind, either it's immaculate chisel work,
Mm-hmm.
they've been cast in a mold of some kind,
Or they just turn to stone magically.
or they
Yeah.
just turn to stone magic, as Yoram said.
Those things. Mm-hmm. Okay. And is that also true of like their clothes? Are the clothes also stone, or are the clothes like
The clothes are
fabric?
also stone. The whole shebang, body and
Okay.
robes, it's all stone.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Hmm.
Is there anything on the like? Are they just wearing clothes? There's. Can you see the details of the clothes? Are there like runes on it or
Like I
anything?
said, the robes are really, really simple.
Okay.
Almost just like skin tight cloth almost. And there are some like almost stitch lining. Could be something else that kind of a lot lines around it, providing a little bit of intricacy and design, particularly around the midsection. Kind of interweaves and creates an elegant design. But other than that, they're very simple. The arms, so the robes kind of cut off at the shoulders, but one thing to kind of point out is then there are arm coverings that start at the wrist and kind of go up halfway across the bicep, but don't join entirely. And there appears to be a hood on the back.
That is what mages would wear.
Yeah, I was just looking for more signs that they would actually be mages and not just people with a coffin. So
If they did this to themselves, I feel like there was either a plan or a hope that somebody could get them back.
Or this was a punishment of some kind.
Yoram just kind of comes up behind. No, these individuals were revered. They were not punished.
Should we open another one? I mean, kind of want to be proof.
Let's open one more. But I don't want to waste too much time. opening. She does just a quick survey. 60 more of these. Let's go to the second floor. Perhaps we'll find something else there.
They didn't have like an absolutely terrified look on their face, like the
No, it's their
Okay.
eyes appear to be closed.
Yeah, they weren't just frozen.
No.
Okay.
It's like they're asleep almost.
Yeah.
You will go to the second story. I wouldn't say it's easy, but you are able to open another one to the exact same visage. There are almost no discernible differences between whoever was in the sarcophagus below to whoever is in this sarcophagus.
Like facial features or like
facial features,
identical?
robes, almost, yeah. From what you can tell, identical.
Hiram, what's your theory on why they look identical?
I'll need to think some more on that.
Aster does not control her face very well around this woman. You can see her like roll her eyes.
Hiram kind of walks off, gets on the elevator, and goes to a different floor.
Can we see if the elevator goes down more if we think this is a taller building?
So everybody who's been on the bottom floor,
when
the elevator goes up, there is just a small pad below it.
So you
Not
can
a
see
hole.
that there's
Yeah,
not a
you can
hole down
see,
there.
yeah.
Okay.
I wish I could cast spells, but I can't right now.
There's no rules.
There's the rules of we're gonna get arrested.
I was gonna say something. Maybe they look the same. It's just are similar, just because it's like I don't know, like a cultural thing. Like they want to style themselves and groom themselves in similar ways. And
But they wouldn't be able to make their faces the same.
it's true.
I mean,
Tigers can do a lot, though.
it's true. These ancient mages could do even more than we know. Is it possible that this is another, like, layer of coffin? Is there a seam around the edges?
Do an investigation check.
Yeah, I'm investigating. Poking and checking it out.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean roll a dice. That makes sense. Ooh, it's good. 27.
27. You don't see any seams, but one thing you notice as you kind of poke around, these statues aren't even connected to the back.
Oh, weird.
And as you go down to the feet, then it appears that they are just placed in here. They're not connected to the overall stone structure at all.
So they became stone somewhere else, probably, and then were put in here. Are they barefoot, wearing shoes?
They're barefoot.
Okay.
They have really long toes.
Thanks for that detail.
Their fingers are also long. Like they have long fingers and toes.
Weird.
Do they have, like, I mean, do they have regular ears? Like, or do they have pointy ears, or
They seem to be humanoid.
Okay.
Just really pronounced features. So like their brows are really strong.
Yeah.
And they have really sharp chins and pointed nose.
How does it compare to like the people that I saw in my like dream fugue state?
Very similar.
Okay. Yeah. So. So something.
Should we bring one of them outside with us, or is that just a terrible idea?
They're
I think we should
probably
leave them in here for now.
probably really heavy.
Yes. I would prefer
Seb
not to
is
break
very
them.
strong. Well, there's also 59 more, so
While I
I'll keep my
appreciate
mouth
your
shut.
contribution in getting us in here, Mr. Clay, I think we can take it from here in terms of how to get things out.
Yeah.
I'm going to send for some more specialized equipment. I want a detachment in here. I want these books cataloged, packed, and shipped to Ebonmere within the next few days. I want inscriptions made of all of the writings that appear on these sarcophagus, listed out from first floor, second floor to third floor. And I want some sort of door put in on the top. I don't want rain getting in here. Is that clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
If anyone gets ideas of midnight antics that would cause any destruction to this building, I assure you, I will not rest at simple punishment. This is too big of a fine. We cannot risk its destruction. You have been warned, whoever you are.
Guess I'm gonna go help Thora with the books.
And that'll be pretty much the rest of the day,
Mm-hmm.
is the work aspect. Is there anything else today that you guys are interested in? Any roleplay opportunity you'd like to do?
I think maybe later, like if we have a chance to speak privately, like telepathically, talk about some stuff.
Yeah, you can definitely do that.
Yeah. So,
Is it all three of us, or is Seb just with Aster?
no, that'd be good for all three of us.
Okay.
Certainly there's a way to undo what's become of them, or I also wonder.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just going to say, I also wonder too if about what we saw a few nights ago with the footprints to every tent. If it's like just this place like trying to like protect itself or something. I don't know.
Could be some entity or memory from this place that is possessing people at the camp to try to defend itself. As for the stone mages, there may be a way to undo it, but we may find that they were already dead when it happened, you know? Perhaps that was just their way of preserving the bodies of their leaders.
Yeah. They looked a whole lot. They looked just like the people that I saw in my dream. My state.
Seb, do you have any kind of restoration magic? Because I have something, but it's not strong enough for
me too. Yeah.
And I'd be worried if we revived one of them and then can't communicate with them and they freak out and start attacking people. Yeah. And then we just have to kill them. And then we can't speak with dead because we don't speak the same language.
Well, I do have the ability to, and I'd have to prepare it, but I do have the ability to speak with anybody.
Well, that's a useful ability.
Yeah, holy shit.
But again, I need to really rest. Yeah, it's one of my higher level spells, but anything I say they can understand, and anything they say I can understand.
Dang.
It seems outlandish, but with all the ancient ruins we've been in that are still pretty functional, I think it's not impossible we might encounter something still living in one of them.
Well, there are definitely things living in them.
Well, I mean, like ancient people, not like bug monsters.
Maybe they. What
Heard
if
you
they're
wanted some more
waiting?
bug monsters, is all I'm saying.
Shut up. What'd you
What
say,
if
Sefa?
what if they're waiting for someone? Maybe what if they were in danger or something happened and they needed to like hibernate or like power down like I do.
Like they knew the
Like
rend was
you.
coming.
Right. Right. Or just something. Maybe they were trying to protect themselves, get through something.
Maybe. Kind of
It would
creepy that they were
explain,
in
yeah.
something like coffins, if that was the case, but it's possible.
So do we? I'm so confused why there's doors on the upper levels of these places.
Seven and I were talking about that because if the city is as tall as that four-story building suggests, and as some of the mosaics that Seven and I found suggest, then those doors just opened to nothing. Just stories up in the air. So I'm wondering if maybe they used platforms like the one in that building to get around between them.
Or like bridges. I don't know. But then we probably would have found rubble. Or you would have found rubble of bridges, right?
Probably by this point, yeah. But maybe they were wood and they rotted away. There are some things you don't really find ruins of, you know?
Yeah. I mean, we've also seen bridges that aren't physical in the normal sense too. So
True.
Yeah. Maybe it needs activated just like the other stuff around here.
Isn't that
Weird.
exciting? We're
the
going to find
mystery
so much more cool stuff.
the mystery is very intriguing, I have to admit.
This is like the best day of Aster's life. This whole been very, very exciting.
I just wish we could talk to them.
I wanted
I
to
bet we'll
cast,
figure out a way.
or I wanted to ask my book if what the deal is. I can do that tonight. Don't want to do it right now. I bet those figures are the Galvan Magus that he talked about, which is like, I think, the ruling body of the city.
Right.
What?
Aster had previously asked her book why the city was
Mm.
laid out in mirrored halves, and they said
Mhm.
it was the Galvan Magus's decision or something like that, and we didn't know what that word meant. We still don't know, but it seems to imply it's their leaders.
Okay.
Maybe they used to function like a hive mind or something, people connected in like their thoughts and goals. Because the
Well,
tower
didn't
is kind of like a hive.
Josh just made a face like, oh my god, they are so far off base.
No, you're fine. Don't ignore me. Just fucking ignore
well,
me.
I mean, didn't Kikatra told us he made a copy of himself to get
Yeah.
on the boat? And I mean, if maybe it's just a bunch of copies of the same person, like maybe it's a copy of a bunch of like other versions in case someone died.
Oh, I don't think we'll
That's
know
creepy.
until we get somebody to wake up or return from this state.
Ah,
Also, how does your Ram know so much?
Oh, does Naram know so much magic, you mean?
Or Uram, yeah.
Oh, Uram.
Yeah.
Great question. I would love to know that. I wish I could read her thoughts and find out, but I can't.
Does she have any rings or pendants or something? Have you guys noticed if she's got anything on? Maybe it's protecting her mind. Don't you have something like that, Aster?
Yeah, I have a pendant that keeps me from being magically detected. I don't believe it
Hmm.
guards my thoughts, but yeah, I have something sorts of like that. I don't know, Josh, does she wear any obvious jewelry?
No. She's pretty covered up.
Yeah, I mean, she's
Hmm.
keeping it hidden if she is wearing something like that, but it's likely.
Yeah. But why?
And
Why would
yeah,
she?
exactly. Why would she have that? That's very
Mm-hmm.
suspicious.
Very suspicious. Well, just keep an eye on her and everyone else, I guess. You're gonna be busy, aren't you? Next few
Yes,
days.
yes, I am. I think it's a shame that we're sending all the books away so quickly. I mean, what if one of them helps us, you know, in this place? What if we need some of that information? I mean, we can't read it, of course, but theoretically.
Yeah. I'm wondering if maybe at some point in the next couple days I should really try to rest and kind of readjust my magic so that if I am able to talk to somebody, I can.
I think if we told Josiah the reason you're taking a day off, she would be okay with it.
You're everyone's favorite, Sev. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Point of order here. Sev, do you need to take a long rest to get higher level spell slots back, or do you need to take a long rest to redo your spells?
Kind of both. A little bit of
Because
both.
you can redo your spells every morning. You don't have to do a
Okay.
long rest for that.
That's true. That's
You
true.
just need a long rest to get spell slots back. I just
Right.
wanted to do a little point of order to make sure that part was clear.
Okay. That helps.
Yeah, if you
That
prep
helps.
spells, you can prep those every day.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
just-
That does help. It would be good to get some back, but yeah.
I just wanted to make sure you weren't like, I need to take a long rest so I can re-prep spells. It's like,
Yeah.
you don't need to do that.
Okay. Yeah, if I were to rest and then we needed to do something and I interrupt that, then that's fine. I have enough to do that.
Mm.
Okay. Cool.
Well, I don't think I'm gonna get asked to help with any of the cataloging, so I'll just be around. Let me know if you guys need anything.
I can I guess I should do a watch down by the ruins.
That might be useful.
I mean,
I
just
am very
outside if
afraid someone is going to try to mess with something.
cave
Why
it
don't-
in or something.
You should tell Josiah that you intend to do a watch down there,
Sure.
just in case something does go wrong. She knows you're there for good reasons and doesn't blame you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll try to track her down and let her know that.
Excellent. Yeah, you can find her near her tent. She said coming out of the hard day. Oh, Seth. Hello. What can I help you with?
Hi. I just wanted to run it past you. I'm wondering it might be a good idea for me to keep watch down by the entrance to the library.
Yes. That is a great idea. I forgot about your ability. You are, I would say, you have got to be one of the most valuable people I've ever worked with.
Feels
should
good
have-
to be helpful.
If you have any friends of your caliber, you should point them my way. I've if I could have a whole crew of people like you. Imagine. They don't get tired, they don't sleep, they don't eat. You could do so much more.
I was just gonna say, rehabilitated warforged is now gonna be the hot commodity for
Yeah.
acquisitionists.
She was giving oh my gosh, zombie mayor vibes on that note. Being like, they don't need to eat, they don't need to
Yeah.
sleep. What a great worforce.
They can
Yeah.
do magic.
We
They
yeah,
only
I-
sometimes go crazy and kill everybody around them. And that may be one of the, limiting factors.
risk versus reward. Yeah, certainly happy to help. So I'll be down there.
Excellent. Let me know if you need anything or if you see anything suspicious.
Will do. I guess I'll just go post up by the opening.
After he leaves, I would like to Clay. So about your sword, not that I mean, I would rather keep talking about this ancient discovery than your personal issues, but I keep hearing you think about it, so I wanted to say something. The sword thinks you, what did it say? Oh, you said that you did your best and the sword disagreed, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I think what the sword is trying to say is that you didn't make a decision. Does that make sense? I don't blame you for what happened. I think I, in fact, was the one who didn't want us to go to the Cortex, and you were dying. What else could you do? But I think the sword doesn't respect the fact that you kind of told it you would go to the Cortex, and then you didn't. But that wasn't the decision you made. You just went along with what was easy to do in the moment. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
I'm not trying to make you feel bad. I'm just saying that lots of the time you don't think about things and then you just do what you want in the moment. And people have a hard time with that.
I can see why that would be the case. Clearly I'm very indecisive. And that's putting it mildly, I think. So
I don't think you're that indecisive. I think when it comes down to it, you do know what you want to do. It's just that you don't decide that until the very last moment, which is a little stressful for some people. Like me, who you thought about killing until pretty much the very last moment, right?
yes, yep, that is how that went down.
So all I'm saying is just maybe make a decision in advance sometimes about how you feel about things, and that will make moments easier for you.
I will give that a shot. That sounds like a very novel way of going about things. So, okay.
How's your eye,
Thanks.
by the way?
Oh, I haven't looked at it in a couple days. Or how do I look at it? I don't know. It doesn't hurt. I mean, it hurts. It's just. I guess this is what we just talked about, huh? Putting it off. I should
Well,
probably have Sev look at it.
yeah, you probably should.
Yeah, I don't know how long I can get away with just keeping this thing wrapped up on my head, and then I got the brand. I might need to grow my hair out or something, or start wearing like a cowboy hat or something.
Well, you have that eye patch I got you whenever you're ready to start wearing it.
Yeah,
You!
I think it's gonna make me look dashing, actually.
But you should grow your hair out. I think that would look dashing too. I mean, whatever. I don't care. Do whatever you want with your hair. I'm going to go to bed now.
All right, good night.
With that, you will toil away, clearing out books, cataloging, inscribing. More sarcophagus will be opened throughout the coming days. Sev, you spend your evenings taking a sentry's watch of the building, its opening, surrounding buildings as more is dug out around it. It will progress. We're going to skip ahead 4 days while this work is done.
We don't have to do it right now, but Aster would ask her book questions about all the stuff they found.
When would you do it? Day 1 or?
Yeah, probably day 1 before she
Okay.
goes to bed.
Let's ask him.
Okay. How do I want to approach this? I think she'll start with who are the stone figures in the crypts?
Trying to think of how I want to word this.
Mm-hmm.
It's very difficult, and I should always think about these before, but I never do. Who are those in the stone crypts? That's what you asked?
Who are the figures in the stone crypts?
Revered ones.
So unhelpful. How did they turn to stone?
The book will write back through the use of their own magic.
Okay. Hmm. I'll still ask. Can they be revived?
I do not know.
Fair enough. What language are these books in?
The script of the Magin.
The script of the Magin, Magin.
Magen.
Ian. Okay. I don't know. Anything else I should ask, guys?
Maybe are they still alive? Like, because you were wondering whether they were dead and just petrified or whatever.
Yeah.
Are they
Sure.
waiting?
Are the revered ones still alive? Hi, Lucy.
Say. Oh. Say, in a sense.
In a sense. Sure, that makes sense. Okay, I think I'll call it on that.
Okay.
Hi, Lucy.
At some point, I guess maybe after the first day, Clay and if Clay like comes up to Sev about his eye,
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
I'll I'll take a look at it. Does it, obviously this is a very traumatic thing. It's not going to heal over the course of a week or so, week or
Mhm.
two. Is it something that it looks infected or diseased or anything like that? Or is it more of just healing? It just takes a while.
Um,
I looked up traumatic puncture wounds, and it takes a long time. So,
Oof.
like, but
Yeah.
this was back when this happened. I was like, I wonder how long this is actually gonna take. And it was like,
Aided with magic this time, though. So
That's
a little
true.
different. And you were attacked about 18 days ago. So I would say it's healing. It doesn't look infected.
Okay.
Still doesn't look good.
right.
Yeah.
But I would say in terms of swelling and like pus, that's kind of subsided, and now it's mostly scar. Still very red.
Yeah.
But not. I wouldn't say scar. Sorry, scab.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's
I'll,
itchy as fuck. I would say, Clay.
Yeah.
But you are. I would say Sev is just like, do not scratch this.
Yeah.
But what
This
if
is-
I
Stop it.
really want to?
Then just
Probably hurts though. Like it'd be so tender. Like if you scratched it,
Yeah.
ooh.
Yeah.
yeah. I what I want to do is do a little bit of some healing magic, but then over the course of like the next day or however long it takes, try to take like an actual long rest, maybe just sitting there guarding the, watching out over the area to regain some magic after I do that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. So I will on Clay, I will cast a lesser restoration on his eye, just in case there's any kind of disease affecting him.
Disease.
Yeah. And
It's
then
just brain rot because he's a fucking idiot, and I don't think lesser restoration is gonna help with that.
so I'll do that, and then I'll do just like a cure wounds on his eye as well, just to help with some kind of healing process, if any. And then after that, I'll try to do my long rest to regain what I can.
Okay. Yeah,
Thank
you'll
you,
get your long
Sev.
rest in.
You're welcome. I know this can't bring back your sight yet, but hopefully it makes you feel better.
Well, I appreciate you helping me out and making sure it's not infected and stuff. So thank you.
I wouldn't want it to spread.
The books are over these next few days. All are put out. Some inscriptions copying is made. That work is really headed by Yoram and her faithful. I wouldn't say faithful. That's not the right word. But like the people underneath her kind of spearhead the. And there's a slight argument with Josiah about it, because Josiah's like, I don't want these books open or exposed to this air for long periods of time. I would prefer them get, Aster, you're aware, they have like specific like sealed crates that are like sealed with pitch and tar to like fully weatherproof them and seal them until they get to Ebonmere. But Yoram is like, we should, almost the same point you made, like we should have some copies. They may provide additional insight to what we're doing here. And she is able over the next few days to make some inscriptions and copy. They work feverishly. But Josiah is expecting a cart of supplies to come on the 23rd to pick up, to drop off supplies as well as pick up stuff, and she is planning on shipping these crates to Ebonmere with that cart. So that is what's happening over the 4 days, as well as books being brought out, more studying being done down in it, and inscriptions being made. You can assist with any of those activities that you want, but that is what's happening.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think Aster would mostly be helping with the books until she got fed up with Yoram, and then she'll go help with the inscriptions on the walls.
Okay, excellent. We're gonna cut ahead to the 22nd, then. The evening of. Dinner was fine. The light of Cyrillus mixes with the fading light of Gamadon, creating a purplish hue that kind of covers the entirety of the lot. It's dark. People are tired. But it's mostly been uneventful. Sev, you've spent your evenings, even a day, around this library, making sure nothing happens to it. Every day, Josiah thanks you more and more.
I make sure Clay gets double servings at breakfast, because I know he needs protein to heal that heal that spot.
He's been getting yoked.
Yeah, for sure.
It says everybody's asleep. Sev, you sitting, keeping a watchful eye on the city proper here. And then you see it. There's always a light coming from the camp, from the ambient campfire that usually dims late into the evening as the coals burn out. But this time, that light grows. Stark contrast to the dark sky of the night, the purplish light that beams down. Aster, Clay, you both wake. There's a smell of smoke on the air, and it is brighter than it should be. And you hear a crackling of fire.
Yeah. Getting
People
up.
are moving. You hear Hugo,
Mhm.
somebody get buckets of water!
Where's the in relation? Is it where they've been stacking the crates of books?
It is.
Oh my god.
No.
Not only are a couple tents on fire, but the crates of books are
Not the books.
burning.
That's so
Josiah
upsetting.
is yelling. You see her in a robe. Somebody get me water!
Clay will try to help get a bucket
Some of
line
the laborers
organized.
are like scraping dirt off the ground and like trying to throw that on the fire as well. Seb, you
Oof.
see this.
Yeah, I'm
You're
down.
You're pretty far away.
I am. I'm gonna stay here. I think. I don't know. What if it's a distraction? I mean, it's also not good, but I'm gonna stay here.
Aster, everybody's thoughts are frantic.
Yeah, I bet.
And it only takes a few minutes of attention before the fire is sated.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the tents have burned a good ways down. Nobody was injured, fortunately.
When you say sated, as in like the book, like everything's burnt, or we were able to put the fire out?
You were mostly able to put the fire out, but
Okay.
a lot of the crates have been burned. There's cinder, and it's still smoldering. The fire isn't raging, but it is. The embers of it are still going, burning downward. Hugo has this almost oven mitt-like leather glove on, and he's trying to scrape by hand some of these hot coals off. But you can see pages of the books and the frayed leather going with it. So you see kind of a tear in Josiah's eye.
Yeah. Yeah, Aster would have helped try to put the fire out. Ugh, that sucks.
And your Ram kind of comes out. Again, something happens. Seems we need more watchmen and less laborers. You're doing an excellent job, Josiah.
Oof.
Euron walks away. Nobody really goes back to sleep.
Yeah.
It's early enough in the morning. Josiah, even Hugo, not even being a historian, but in just solidarity with his leader, is trying to sift through what's left of these crates. A few books are salvaged, but only a few from the hundreds that had been packed tightly into these. Maybe 4 or 5.
Wow. Yikes.
Unfortunately, the tar, the pine that used to seal these boxes also acted as an inflammatory, causing them to burn quickly and wholly. Josiah stands up. I am disappointed. Immensely. These books could have held knowledge of the past that would have propelled us into the future. But some small-minded, short-viewed person here has taken that knowledge away from us. Selfishly, someone in this camp is destroying the very reason that we are here. The reason we toil day in and day out. I expect everyone to be ready. I will be discussing your places here one by one today. And if I hit the sense, the smallest faint, that you are not here for the right reason, I will not only send you home, but I will clap you in irons, and I will give you to the gods. I will ensure that my friends in the judiciary of Ebonir make sure you are locked away for a very long time. Get your story straight on where you were tonight. Asta, go get Sev. She just walks back to her tent.
We'll go get Sev. I know he's at the
You
library,
do,
right?
yeah. And the sun is beginning to peek up over the horizon.
Sev, somebody burned the books.
My, that's what that. I'm sorry, I should have been there.
No, it's okay. You were protecting the library. Josiah asked me to come get you.
Yeah. Okay. What do you think?
I don't know. I think it's very possible that it's something possessing someone, or that someone has a side that they're not aware of, in which case Josiah can't discover anything by interrogating people, even with the truth spell. But I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Probably should have done it sooner, but I was so excited about the library, I forgot. We need to talk to Clay, though.
Okay, I'm a little reluctant to leave because I kind of thought that was just a distraction for something to happen down here, but if she wants me to go, I'll go.
I doubt anything that big will happen again tonight. It's almost morning.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go get Clay.
Easily done. I would say, Clay, you probably ended up following down here at some point. Or if you decided to go on a walk around
Mhm.
of the perimeter too, what would you decide to do?
I think that after Aster was sent to go get Sev to come back here, he probably would have just stayed put, maybe helped Hugo if he could.
Yeah, and you can see like Hugo is like talking to himself. I should just stay awake. I've been watching myself. Like he is upset.
Yeah. I'll try to.
He's taking a lot of self-blame.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Oh.
try to. Clay's gonna try to reassure him that he can't do everything because he's already doing everything.
He just kind of huffs. You're saying away. He's a real man's man, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
The fact that you're there when he's showing this emotion alone is, you can see like that seems to be frustrating him too.
If he seems like he wants to be angry by himself, I will by all means let him be angry by himself. But
Okay. Yeah, Aster and
I'll
Seb
just-
will find you then.
Yeah, she'll kind of wave Clay over. And I guess they can have this conversation in their heads, but Aster's also trying to pull them away from the group a little. When Sev and I were in that room with the mosaics, the person or the creature or whatever it was closed the door on us. That means it can do magic. Clay, do you still have some of that potion?
yeah, yes, I do.
Do you want to go on a hunt? I think that's where we should call it for the day.
Nope.
Not to no. We can keep.
If
Okay,
everybody
we
has
can keep
about
going.
15 more minutes,
Oh,
there's
for
a better
sure.
spot I would
Yeah.
like to.
Yeah,
I would
let's
like
do
to
it.
end
Yeah.
on. If
I
we can get
can-
there.
Let's do it.
I can snoop around.
I think that might be more helpful than whatever Josiah is going to do. But obviously, we can't let anyone know. That's
I'm gonna
Mhm.
look crazy though. My eyes gonna turn all black.
I know. Maybe
wear your thing and it's
On the one eye, the good eye I have, but the
you stayed
I
up all
can't
night.
see.
You look bad. You're keeping watch. I don't know.
I mean,
You got some ash on your face from the fires.
maybe
It's
don't.
It's
gonna-
still
let-
mostly dark too. I'll say
I
that.
mean,
Like the sun is peeking up, but it is not bright out here yet.
It's like 4 a.m. or something.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
I
guess
mean-
if I can be quick and try to be somewhat subtle, but
Yeah,
maybe I can
mean,
at least figure out where it's coming from or whose tent is. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anyone will look too hard at you. You and South patrol around all the time anyway.
Okay. Let me go get it.
What a good idea.
Yeah, I hadn't even thought about that. That's really smart.
I'm smart.
Oh, we gotta fuck him up some more. Let's go.
Oh,
Yeah.
Aster will actually also offer to make you invisible for an hour.
Oh shoot.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, that's
Yeah.
brilliant.
Yeah, okay, cool. We got a plan.
Damn. Okay, well
Okay.
then, yeah, I love that.
Okay.
Yeah, Clay will go get in his little hunting pack.
Okay. Dig in
See
your
how much I
hunting
have
bag.
left.
Pull out the draught of blindness.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the bit that you had
Right.
originally. You
Yeah.
also have the bit from Neela.
Lita?
Yeah,
Lita.
Lita,
I
yes.
have half of
Sorry.
my own, and then however much I have from the one I got from her, which I never talked to you about how much that would have been.
Yeah.
But
I think
I
you
have
still
plenty.
have. Yeah, you have plenty.
I have 5 of 10 uses, soon to be 4 of 10 uses of my own. So I'm not gonna drink it till Aster makes me invisible, though, so that no one sees my crazy eye.
Sure.
Okay. She'll cast that magic on you.
Turn invisible.
And then Clay will drink the draught of blindness.
Please be careful and don't do anything impulsive. This is just about finding information.
Yeah, of course. Gonna make a decision and stick to it.
Good.
Okay. You drink the
He's
blood of
leaving. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go.
Oh, I was gonna leave the sword. I'm only taking the axes.
Okay. Only taking your saxes, and you down the draught of blindness, and as you do, it's in this darkness, it's suddenly incredibly bright. Not only do you yourself now bend some of this magical essence and emanate it around you, having this spell cast upon you, but what you see as you look into the ruins is almost like magical fog that encompasses the whole thing. And you see over above the temple itself almost a tempestuous storm of aura swirling around it. It's the most ambient magic you've ever seen at one time. And that in and of itself catches and holds your gaze for more than a minute as you just see it, almost a living entity kind of moving, drifting through the city, the bits that have been uncovered. But you remember your purpose. And you start looking around the tents itself. You see small tendrils of this magic fog being pulled and siphoned up out of the city proper. And you see it go to one particular place. Yoram's tent.
Bitch, I knew it.
I will skulk over to her tent.
You skulk over. Roll me a stealth check at advantage.
Straight roll because of my boots and my armor.
Yeah.
I have the scale mail. It's loud.
Yeah.
And
you're-
they're metal boots.
I mean,
So,
would we have decided you should take that off, or?
I guess if I'm just
You also would have like
investigating.
just woke up too.
Oh yeah, that's true. I probably don't have any of that
Yeah, you
on.
probably
so
don't
I
have
guess
any of that on.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, that's fine. Well,
I don't see what you've been like. I'm gonna go hunting. Let me put on all this armor.
yeah, that makes sense. Ooh, double 15s. 17.
17. You crest up nigh silent. Roll a perception check. You can see some magic kind of emanating from within the
17.
tent. You can hear her. Oh, it's always so cryptic. Who is it? Answer me. You see something in her hands is emanating a magic aura itself, but between the canvas of the tent that is obscured, you can only see the light.
I'm just gonna sit still and see what I can overhear. See if I can hear someone talking back to her. I mean,
You
I've
don't
seen.
hear any talking back.
Okay.
Even then, there's under the breath whispers, but then there's frantic like scribbling.
Okay.
Huffing.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And
Suddenly,
I have. Sorry, go ahead.
your attention is drawn away from that because there's almost a crackling of thunder. Draws your attention back over to the city. That tempestuous cloud above it, something you've never seen before. It's almost like a storm cloud of magic above the temple. Sev asked her, there is no rain, there's no storm. There aren't even any clouds in the sky.
I'm gonna go closer to the city.
You go closer to the city, and it's bright and it's almost suffocating. The amount of essence that's there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a dense fog. It looked thinner from up on the hill, but as you get closer to it, it is thick, almost suffocating. Something about it doesn't even make you want to go in, as if it could suck all the oxygen out of your body.
And this maelstrom is centered over the temple,
Mm-hmm.
which is where
Far to the north.
Yeah, and then that's where Seven Aster went when they got shut in it. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not gonna go in there. That seems like a bad idea.
Okay.
I still have invisibility, so I'm gonna go back over to where they are
Okay.
and tell them the two different things. But guys, I'm back.
What did you find?
Your Ram is in her tent talking, and it sounds like she was writing in a book, and all the magic was coming from her tent and like her hand or something. And she said the answers are always cryptic. And it made me think of what you do, Aster.
Well, sure, but the answers are always cryptic. She could just be referring to, I don't know, one of the translations of, or she could be working on a translation of some of the books we found.
She found the other one. Didn't you tell us there was another one here?
I think I thought there might be, but we didn't find one as far as I know. Unless she found it and took it for herself, but
maybe it's got a hold of her.
Clay, were you able to see what she was writing in?
No, I didn't look that close. I didn't want to get found. Also, that is interesting, but I think almost more interesting is there's like a maelstrom of magic over the city. Just a giant storm cloud of magic whirling over the temple. I've never seen anything like that before.
Well, that explains a lot.
All the weird, I guess, phenomena of what Sev saw and some other things. But yeah, no, I didn't want to go in there. It's like a fog on the ground too. It's very, very strange.
It's just magic everywhere here.
Mm-hmm. But your Ram has definitely got something funky going on. I mean, why else would you not be able to read her mind?
Exactly, I knew it. We're going to have to sneak into her tent at some point. Can't do it right now, but...
Yep. That's what I was thinking as well.
Do we have those shackles? Those cuffs?
Oh, from Lita's?
Yeah.
Or that Clay just had, because didn't he have a pair already?
I don't think he had a pair.
Never mind.
But I know we took them.
Yeah.
It's about when you guys are discussing. You hear Josiah's voice just up the hill where her tent is. Sev, I'm going to need you for this.
Okay.
You all turn to look at her.
Mm-hmm.
And Clay, you see behind her some sort of magical entity floating. Its dark yellow eyes and almost triangular diamond, hard-edged visage. It has a clear and distinct head. It almost looks like it's wearing a hood of sorts. And its eyes focus on you, as if it knows you can see it.
Fuck, guys.
And that's where we're gonna end.
Oh, that's dope.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Ugh.
Oh man.
She's like,
Jesus, what the hell?
what the hell is even that?
What
Dude,
the
what
Oh,
if
no.
what if your Rom's book is like the antithesis to Aster's book? Like it's like the fucking destroyer of knowledge or something. Just like wants to get rid of
Ooh.
everything.
Bro, what the fuck is going?
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Oh,
This
that's
ended
bad.
up being a bigger session than I thought it was going to be.
What a fucking comeback, guys. Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
It's good as
Dang.
fuck.
Damn.
Yeah.
What the
Ugh.
hell?
Whew.
A yellow-eyed diamond shaped what the fuck?
She's
Hmm.
has she been possessed? What the oh my.
What's she gonna ask Seth to do? She's gonna have you break some people's arms.
Maybe she wants me to do like my truth spell or something.
Yeah, I think we may
I was
have
wondering
told her
about
that
that too.
Sev has that.
Only lasted 10 minutes though.
Yeah.
She doesn't fully understand Sev's power,
Yeah.
and so that's an important thing to note. Is
Yeah.
he has proven time and time again that he has abilities she doesn't quite understand. So this is more of a, is there any way you can help me here?
Yeah.
Likely situation too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But what the? Oh my god, dude. Oh Jesus. What the hell's going on?
What is that thing?
That's crazy.
Bro, there's like 3 different things in 15 minutes.
So it is
City.
now the 23rd of Harvest Moon.
This is nuts.
Shout out to Aster for asking Clay to take the potion. I'm into that.
Yeah.
I think Josh may have given me the idea. I can't
I think we were
remember.
just chatting, and I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
you actually came up with the idea.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I forgot about it until we had
I
one
hadn't
more
even-
incident.
that
Because
was
we
very
talked. Yeah. We had talked about how the person did magic,
Mhm.
but I was like, I don't
I'm gonna
fucking know how to tell.
I'm gonna send you what you see, Clay.
Ooh, over the city,
No, the
Over-
entity
The
behind.
monster.
Josiah's
Oh.
shoulder. Dude, I
Do we
keep
all
on
get to
wanting
see
to
it or only Clay?
Only Clay. Well, Clay's
Bummer.
the only one who saw it.
Yeah,
get the
but I
fuck
like.
out of here, dude.
It's kind of terrifying, isn't it?
Are you shitting me right now?
Yeah, that thing looked at you, and you looked at it.
Oh. Oh no.
Absolutely not, dude. No. Stop it. Take it back. Take it back.
No.
Dude, it's like it's giving Old Testament angel vibes or some shit.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Or what if?
This is so bad.
But what if? Never mind. I don't know. What if your Rom is? What if her book is like trying to find out more info, and then Josiah's demon monster thing is like fucking stuff up? Wouldn't that be something? She's the one
It's like
messing stuff up
like
the whole
what
time.
if Josiah's like Jekyll and hiding it, or she's like,
Yeah.
I need to figure out what's going on, and then she doesn't realize
Yeah.
she's the one doing it.
The
Yeah.
footprints stopped at her tent, so that could
Yeah.
be. Yikes.
It's
Well, I
a text.
cannot wait for you guys to see this fucking thing, because it is scary. Clay probably he's like, oh fuck no.
Yeah, I would say you're probably like frozen.
Yeah. Got a little wetness in the pants.
Yeah. I didn't have that image pulled up, but just so you're aware, I drew the inspiration for this creature from other media, so I was able to find this image really quickly, so I like that. But yeah.
I definitely got like Dark Souls vibes from the library. From, like,
Yeah.
the elevator and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. That was good, guys. Well, yeah, we
Let's
can't play
fucking
next week
go.
because Claire and I are at Disney,
Ah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
unfortunately. I'll sit
Can't tell.
down to try to play sometime the week after, though. Like during the week, if we wanted to try for like a 2 for the 27th through the 31st. Otherwise, I think we're good for the 2nd.
Well, I have rehearsal.
the
I have
Cancel it.
D&D. I have my Monday game Monday, and then I have rehearsal Tuesday and Thursday. So I can only do
And I have a game on Wednesday, so never
Friday.
mind.
Okay, and then
Yeah,
the
unless we play
second,
on Friday.
yeah, and then I'm out because we're going to New York from the 30th through the 6th.
Oh
Bummer.
God, dude. So we're not playing again till the fucking 9th? We're not playing for 3 more weeks?
oh,
I'm gonna die.
I'm gonna die as well.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I could do like this. No, yeah, you guys are Disney. Never mind.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
know.
we're
You guys
not
just want to
playing
cut.
again till the
You
9th.
just want to come back in like 6 hours and play again? Like, fuck it.
And the 9th, we'll see. that's where we're gonna be moving that day, but maybe I don't know. I'm not sure how that works.
Damn, bro. God damn, man.
Yeah,
Shit.
because we literally come back from New York and then we start moving. And I think the
Okay.
9th is the day that we're gonna have the movers helping us. But there's definitely the possibility of playing in the evening.
Sure. Yeah, let
I
us
can
know.
do that.
I mean, and then we can hopefully try to make something work.
Yeah.
Maybe the week of the 10th if we can't play.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
can
have
But I would
Yep.
hate to go a month before playing
No.
again. That would suck.
yeah. When are you guys going to Disney? Like this whole week?
Literally tomorrow. And then we're
Yeah.
back on Memorial Day.
Okay.
Dang.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
You're back
Yeah,
on
I don't
Memorial
have
Day?
anything going on till like
Yeah, we're back
more towards the later part of June. So, but I'm flexible. If we find a weeknight that works for everyone,
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love.
I can usually make it work. The only day I
Yeah.
can't is June 10th because that's Hannah and I's anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
After this week trip, then I have nothing going
I don't
on
know
all
what
summer.
people have going on Memorial Day, but our flight
I have
should
a
arrive.
game.
Oh, that's right.
I told my
that's-
Monday game I could play that day.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
Look, we're all adults with busy lives. We'll make it work. It'll be okay.
We will. I just gave you guys a bunch of shit, and there's more I want to fucking do.
I know.
Oh my God, guys!
You can play again tonight. I do.
If you guys want to,
I'm being
Claire's got
so fucking
rehearsal
for
till
real.
How long?
I have rehearsal I think until 5, so we could play again at like 6 p.m.
Tyler's like, no, I was
like, I can't do that.
I don't know if no, I can't do that because
It's probably
Well, it's
better. We
alright.
need to pack our shit for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Anyway. I'm just,
Yeah.
you guys, we only have a few things left to do,
here.
and then it's going to be the downhill slide to the end of Act 1 of this campaign.
Oh, motherfucker.
Woo! Let's go.
Dang. So are we planning on the 9th then? Or not the 9th? The
Potentially
16th?
the 9th. I could still do the evening
Ninth-
that day.
The
probably.
9th is penciled in,
Okay.
and we'll circle back.
Okay.
Yeah. Because we should have internet at the new place that day.
Okay.
So I'll be
Okay.
yeah.
I'm like, whatever stages of grief. I'm like, okay, it's gonna be all right.
Yeah, I know, dude. That's
Oh,
me.
what a good session though. Holy
was really good.
shit.
So
Yeah.
good, man. Secrets everywhere. All right, guys, I'll get off here.
Okay.
Enjoy your Sunday, guys.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.
Have fun at Disney.
Will
We
do.
will.